Time now for this week's Byers Beat with Public Safety Beat reporter Christine Byers.
Each week, Christine writes a column for KSDK.com to bring context to the region's biggest crime news. And this week, she is focusing on the double-digit drop in St. Louis's homicide rate. Thanks for joining us. And how much did it actually drop? Quite significantly, right?
Pretty significantly, Kelly. It's pretty amazing. So if you're looking at year to date, which means this point last year compared to this point this year, we've gone down in the city of St. Louis by 22%.
So that's a lot. It seems like a lot, but is it significant when you look at similar sized cities? Have we seen a bigger drops than some of the other cities our size?
Exactly. So if you take a look, it's actually pretty similar to declines in other cities. Now, nationally, homicide rates are down by 12%. Pittsburgh is down by 29%, New York City down by 10%, New Orleans by 24%, and Milwaukee is down by 24%.
So these are pretty big cities, especially like New York. Are there any cities that are actually on the uptick?
Yes, and there are some outliers to this trend. Kansas City is up by about 18%. Memphis is up by 41%.
And why? Why are some, like our neighbor Kansas City, up by almost 50%, and then we're down 22?
Sure. So I turn to the one and only Rick Rosenfeld for the answer at this question. He's a criminologist at the University of Missouri, St. Louis, and he says that there are two factors that are affecting the downturn. For one, the pandemic is over, and he said during the pandemic, all sorts of life was disrupted. Social services were interrupted. There was inflation, there was unemployment, and then there was also, coupled with the unrest that followed the murder of George Floyd. And when there is social unrest over police conduct, there is sort of a chilling effect that affects police officers because of the mistrust in the community. So there's a lot less police self-initiated activity.
Okay, quick question though. The pandemic is over is a reason that it is down because the pandemic made homicides go up, you're saying?
Yes, homicides went up during the pandemic quite significantly.
Because of those social services and other resources not being around.
Exactly.
Okay, I know that we have consistently been on this list and none of us want to be on it, but does this mean that fairly soon we will be off the top 10 most dangerous cities list then?
Well,
or will it take some time?
It's going to take some time. So Rick Rosenfeld says we still have a long way to go. Our rate right now per capita is about 53 homicides per 100,000. And if we want to get to the sort of middle of the pack, if you will, of similar sized cities, we should be at about half of that.
But aren't we looking at just St. Louis City, not the metro?
Correct. St.
Which
Louis
is
City.
also kind of unfair, and we've all had that city-county merger metro discussion, right?
Indeed.
Okay. Christine Byers with Byers Beat, thank you so much.